Welcome to Eye on Crypto, where we delve into the crypto flow and share the insights you need to know.
Gaming could be the next big sector in crypto and has the potential to onboard millions of new users into crypto without them even realizing it. One company has just positioned itself to take advantage of this narrative using L2 and Starknet to create a new gaming ecosystem with zero gas fees and could be the next Gala Games and do a 100x or more. Miria is an ecosystem and a way for the best game studios to leverage Web 3.0. Probably the most important part of the ecosystem is the partner studios with over 250 blockchain games building on Miria already in various stages of development. Miria has its own marketplace and L2 wallet, built on top of Ethereum using Starkware. They offer an easy-to-use software development kit. They have their own in-house Miria studios. The transactions on the Miria platform are fast and gas-free. The Miria token launch was highly anticipated, with the Miria platform being live for 9 months prior to the token launch. Just like Gala in its early stages, Miria offers nodes at reasonable cost. The token will be used extensively across the ecosystem for protocol fees as a way to generate revenue for the ecosystem. A dedicated staking reward pool and exclusive NFT purchases are in the pipeline. Those are the core uses of the token right now, but this is likely to expand as the 250-plus developing projects emerge fully onto the platform. Other games are approaching Miria because their software development kit helps developers who have a non-blockchain game bring their game into Web3 with plug-and-play solutions. The development kit saves developers a huge amount of time and money as they don't have to employ blockchain developers or wait months for development of smart contracts. Miria's own game MetaRush is also in alpha phase development. The team are highly experienced in gaming development. One of the co-founders and CTO previously had a studio that was acquired by Activision. The Miria token officially went live on OKX on April 6. Miria's initial launch on the OKX exchange was followed by more listings on KuCoin, Gate, MEXC, Bitmart, and others. Miria can also be found on the biggest decentralized exchange, Uniswap. Currently, Miria's native token is available on a total of 12 exchanges. The launch of the Miria token marked a huge milestone that's been on Miria's roadmap ever since the company's inception. The native token brings the Miria protocol closer to realizing its long-held vision of giving impetus to the mass adoption of Web3 gaming for both developers and players. Miria's utility will include protocol fees. A portion of protocol fees on every Miria transaction will be paid in Miria. Miria node purchases. Miria nodes can only be purchased with Miria tokens. Staking. Staking will go live after the implementation of protocol fees. Governance. The Miria blockchain is community-driven and this governance will come directly from Miria token holders. Once governance is introduced, Miria owners will be able to vote on the future direction of the Miria ecosystem. The launch of Miria was just the beginning of Miria's Web3 journey. As more projects onboard the Miria ecosystem, the utility of the token will only expand further. A day after the launch of Miria, the public node sale commenced. Following a successful whitelist campaign, 6,000 nodes initially were purchased. Over $1 million in node purchases in one day. There are 40,000 Miria nodes available compared to 50,000 Gala nodes. The cost of a Miria node starts at $4,500 and increases with each node purchased. Comparing this to Gala, which had 50,000 nodes available with a starting price of $2,000. A Miria node costs more, but there are 10,000 less of them available. Currently at today's prices, a Gala node would cost over $95,000. A third of the Miria tokens are reserved for node emissions which get paid out to node operators. Miria's Layer 2 carbon-neutral zero-gas fee ecosystem looks well-positioned to become the next Gala Games-like token to take off in the next bull run. The 50 billion token max supply is the same as Gala before they did any token burns. The protocol will distribute 12 million tokens to node operators per day, with a token halving every 2 years similar to Gala Games. So let's take a look at the potential price for Miria if it were to hit the same market cap that Gala Games hit in 2021. Taking into consideration the number of Myria tokens in circulating supply from launch, and number of tokens emitted during the following year, and assuming the peak of the next bull run was to be towards the end of 2024. Taking Gala's market cap of 2021, which was $5.2 billion, we can estimate a price of 35 cents for Myria. This would represent a 100x from today's price. This is not financial advice. The cryptocurrency market is volatile and tokens can go up and down in value quickly and even to zero, so always do your own research. Remember, the future of Myria will depend on many factors, including the successful development of projects on their platform, the company following through and delivering on their roadmap and promises, and many other factors including market trends and market sentiment. The peak of the next bull run could also come later than the end of 2024. We have made some calculations using some assumptions and tokenomics comparing Myria to Gala, which may or may not happen. If you choose to invest, do so at your own risk and never invest more than you can afford to lose into anything. So in summary, Myria is a gaming ecosystem encompassing a broad range of developers in gaming and NFTs. Most of the projects are still in development at the time of researching for this video. Myria's Web3 gaming ecosystem continues to grow. Some of the titles on the Myria Layer 2 have already been unveiled and they're being actively developed by the teams behind them. MetaRush is the first title by Myria's in-house game development studio and had a closed gameplay demo back in March. In April, progress continued, as MetaRush prepares to enter an official alpha version. The Myria Studios team is processing all the feedback from the March demo and continues to polish core game mechanics to deliver an addictive gameplay experience. In March, Myria announced they partnered with cricket legend A.B. de Villiers to empower the first celebrity-backed mobile cricket game that integrates blockchain technology and play and earn elements. In late March, the name of the game was revealed to be 360 Cricket. Cricketer A.B. de Villiers, who has over 9 million Twitter followers, reached out to Myria to build a story-based game that will be free to play and likely to tap into a huge market. Myria's ecosystem has already attracted more than 270 third-party developers, and it continued to expand further in April. In the past month alone, more than 20 new projects have signed up to build on Myria's Layer 2 network. Some of their latest partners include Hypatia, Billiard Crypto, Bitstar War, Skynitty, and VoxNet. Myria has a very active community and over 220,000 followers on Twitter as well as other social platform followers. Myria's roadmap includes a forthcoming game build wizard, full Starknet migration, Myria's staking protocol, and the hotly anticipated launch of their own studio game MetaRush. MetaRush is one of the first games developed by the internal AAA game studio. Myria describe it as a battle royale obstacle runner. In MetaRush, players will compete in races set across different places in the known and unknown galaxies. With some interesting landscapes and weird inhabitants, the main objective in MetaRush will be to get to the finish line, by any means necessary. MetaRush will be a free-to-play game. The play-to-earn model was instrumental in popularizing crypto gaming, but it also imposed a barrier to entry, preventing millions of players from joining in. While developing MetaRush, Myria Studios made sure to remedy that. Instead of using play-to-earn, MetaRush adopts the play-and-earn model. MetaRush will always be free to play with no requirements whatsoever. Players will have a chance to earn prizes based on their in-game skills. MetaRush is still in the early development stage, but you can follow the development of the game on the MetaRush Twitter account, where you'll find regular updates and plenty of visuals. The future release of MetaRush will be eagerly anticipated. Myria utilizes ZK rollup tech to supercharge its ecosystem and bring the next generation of gamers to the blockchain. Myria has a thriving community of over 300,000 users, and more than 240 blockchain projects are already building on the Myria blockchain. Thanks to ZK technology, users can expect high transaction speeds, zero gas fees, and free NFT minting. Gas fees and protocol fees are both types of fees associated with processing transactions on a blockchain network. However, they are distinct concepts with different implications. Gas fees are usually paid in the native token of a blockchain, ETH for Ethereum, Matic for Polygon, etc. These fees are used to pay the network validators and often serve as the main source of revenue for the blockchain. Gas fees are determined by the number of computational resources needed to complete the transaction, as well as the current level of demand for those resources on the network. While they might seem necessary, gas fees also add the subtle requirement for all participants to own at least a small amount of the native token. This has some benefits for the network, but for most users and developers, it's mostly a nuisance. Without gas fees, you'll no longer have to double-check if your wallet has the necessary amount for a transaction to go through. This leads us to protocol fees. Unlike gas fees, they don't have to be paid in the native token. Blockchain protocol fees are the costs associated with processing transactions on a blockchain network. When a user sends a transaction on a blockchain network, they are essentially paying for the use of the network's resources, including storage, bandwidth, and computing power. Additionally, protocol fees help to prevent spam and other malicious activities on the network. By requiring users to pay for the use of network resources, blockchain networks discourage bad actors from flooding the network with unnecessary transactions. Protocol fees are essential in ensuring the long-term sustainability of the Myria ecosystem, and they will soon be introduced to the Miria platform. Protocol fees can vary depending on the level of demand for network resources, but on Miria, it'll be a percentage fee. Miria will be charging a 2% fee on all secondary trading that takes place within the ecosystem. What is secondary trading? To put it simply, anything that's not a mint or a direct transfer is a secondary sale purchase. Charging a small percentage fee instead of a flat one will ensure that the Miria platform is friendly for NFTs that are priced in the low to medium range. The same wouldn't be possible with a flat fee. For example, most NFT ERC-721 transactions on Ethereum cost over $5 to $10, depending on traffic. If you want to buy a digital asset that costs $5, you'll essentially have to pay double or triple the price. On Miria, it'll be merely 10 cents. This method of using protocol fees instead of gas fees will benefit both users and the Miria token price. It enables a sustainable ecosystem while keeping costs low for the user. Along with future governance, we will likely see voters push for a token burn, much like we did with Gala Games. If this were to happen, this would of course be great news for token holders. It is very early days for Miria at the time of making this video, and if you are watching close to time of publishing, you are extremely early to this project. We look forward to following the developments with Miria. What are your thoughts on this project? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to keep your eye on crypto. And we will see you on the next one.